This is episode 5. Our second guest of the show, Miss Bianca.
Hello. The last 2 years, actually, I gained a lot of male clientele, which really excites me because be so fucking for real. Who wants a man that uses an all-in-one or an Irish Spring or so? But you drive a nice car, you got me fucked up. I just tell you, I actually did it on one of my boys, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna put some Salmon DNA on you, because it is really hygienic. It gives you that glowy skin. He was promoting it to all his little friends and trying to get the word out there, and then the girls were like, did you know that's fucking sperm? Oh, he freaked the fuck out. And I was like, valid. But look at your skin. Watch, when we take that off, you're gonna be glowing.
Really? Welcome back to the Let's Talk About It podcast. This is episode 5. And as always, I am Duke Dominguez, one half of the Let's Talk About It podcast. And next to me is
Stacy Dominguez, his sister. What up, y'all?
And once again, we do have a very special episode. This might roll out before Hardaway's episode, so if you haven't seen or if you notice that the new set is all set up now, it is because we do have a very special guest here, and we're going to introduce you now. Our second guest of the show, Miss Bianca.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I feel very honored to be on your guys' podcast.
Yeah. This is so exciting.
I know. I've always wanted to be on a podcast. I'm so excited.
Look at you and then your outfit.
Look
at the fit. We got the cute little outfit.
Little Miss Red Riding Hood.
I'm over here feeling some type of way. I said I really need to go buy some shit that's not black all the time.
Girl,
so.
It's okay. I needed color.
Yeah, Stacey had on shorts and then she realized how cold it is down here.
I know. I walked down and I was like, God damn. Fucking Antarctica down here.
I was like, oh, hell no. I'm about to go switch my pants.
I know.
Not me.
Outside is like fucking summer. Here it's winter.
Yeah, I tried to explain to her how fucking cold it gets down here because they crank the AC down. Even at 60, it's like fucking the coldest place on earth.
It's so cold. But then upstairs in my room, it gets hotter up there. And so it's just like in the middle, it's perfect. Like when you walk in, it's perfect. But it's just so cold down here. So yeah, I was like, not me. I don't do good with the cold.
Like this.
Oh, no,
I was like, throw me a blanket. I'm good. Yeah. I can't.
I had to buy a heater for the summertime. So
just
because the AC is on.
You got 2 different worlds, upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, because I wake up and I feel like I'm fucking sick, and I'm like, bro, like I cannot be living like this anymore.
Go upstairs, you're all sweating, and you're like, what the fuck?
So
he had to compromise, get himself a heater down there. It works out.
A little happy medium.
I know.
But we appreciate you coming to the show.
Thank you, guys.
And I've been trying to get you on here for a bit, mainly because I've been trying to get on like men's skincare, and I know that's kind of what you do. So if you want to explain that area of your occupation.
Will do. So I've been an esthetician for about going on 7 years. I graduated in 2018 from Denver Medical Botanical Schools. I've been in the industry for a while, but the last 3 to 4 years is where I kind of build up my clientele and really got the hang of it. I do have my license out in LA as well, but my main bread and butter is all facials. So we are located in Littleton. We are a medical spa, so we're kind of right under a plastic surgeon's office. So we are also hormone therapy clinic. So we do all of that. I specialize in all the facials, all the laser hair removal, body contouring, and lash lifts. So it's like a one-stop shop. But the last 2 years, actually, I gained a lot of male clientele, which really excites me because be so fucking for real. Who wants a man that uses an all-in-one or an Irish Spring bar soap? But you drive a nice car, you got me fucked up.
I have one.
No shit. But you know what I'm saying?
Hey, believe it or not, I've never had a facial in my life.
Really? It will change your life. And honestly,
I know it will, and I really want to. And it's really not because I don't want to. I definitely want to go. I'll have to see you one day. But I just think for me, it's more of a time thing. I just don't have all the time in the world. I have to squeeze myself in there. I gotta go see you one day.
Oh, yeah. So. No, and that's totally fine. And that's what I get a lot, the time, especially, I deal with a lot of parents, they have kids. And it is time because you need an hour, right? But whenever you actually have time, just know it's a time for you to decompress and really relax. My main thing is, when you come into my room, I have this like ambiance with the lights and everything. It's because the main goal for a facial is you relaxing. That's the first step, right?
Okay.
And when I do my facials, I go based on what your skin needs at that very moment. And when you go to a lot of places that do facials, it is kind of intimidating. Like you're looking at the menu, you're like, bro, what the
It's a lot of
is
shit.
this?
It's like getting your nails done, right?
Yeah,
so you're looking
you're
at the
like,
different
honey,
type
what
of
the-
designs and all that. So what
Like,
color?
yeah, you're like-
stiletto.
you're like,
do I
you know
want
what?
square?
Fuck it,
Do I
I'm
want
done.
the coffin? I don't know. This shit is hard.
You're like,
What
just
about-
do it, just do
I
it.
want the lavender, right? I don't know. Lavender.
It-
What
it
the
is.
gold, the silver, the pearl?
Yeah, and I get a lot of clients, especially when they book online, like we have this whole thing, and I always just tell them like, hey, you know what, I'll just book you something really random, you just show up, and then we'll go from there. So especially with my male clients, it is intimidating. They'll always be like, oh, I never got a facial, it's kind of gay, and I'm like, bro, be so fucking for real, and you wearing a man purse? You think the
It's
facial
like
is gay?
I don't think it's gay. I actually think it's
No.
very. It's probably it's good for your mental health. On top
It
of that,
is.
because you say it's relaxing. Just like when you get manicures, like men should be taking care of their
Yes,
hands too, as much as
absolutely.
you want women to. Men should too. So
Yes.
pedicures, all that stuff. So I mean, that's all a factor.
Yeah, because if you look good, you feel good, and especially as a man, what I started to notice, I had a couple men that like would come into the office, and I'm like, hey, like, just going through a divorce, like I really want to start taking care of myself, and it's
Going
like,
through a divorce. What's up, girl?
yeah, like,
He's out there.
this
coming to
is
see
not
you.
that type of spot.
Hey,
Just kidding.
girl. Happy ending. What's going on? Let me
Next door.
find out.
Next door.
Let me find out. Just kidding. Okay. What's up?
No, but there's, you can always start whenever, right? It gets to the point where like, if you're like 60 or 70 and your creases are as deep as the deep sea, Moses
Right
struck
Oh,
that
shit.
thing. Yeah, and it's like, girl,
Time to go
if
get some
I was
Botox.
Jesus, yeah, like I would fix you. But there's no miracle.
We'll get into that one later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But it's like, it's never too late to start. And also too, like, with what I do, it's very basic and simple.
Yeah.
Like, it might look like a lot to you, but it's also so simple, because my rule with them is like, less is more, right? Like, you don't need to do all of this stuff, especially like you have to consider the climate here in Colorado. It's
Right.
very fucking dry. So hydration is key. And when people are like, oh, I'm breaking out, it's probably because in America, all the exfoliants for acne, it's very drying. But if you go anywhere in Europe and Asia, like Korea, it's all about hydrating. So a lot of people fail to realize, yeah, you could use salicylic, glycolic, anything for acne, but it's gonna dry you out. And then if you're over here using that every day and then not using a proper moisturizer, it's gonna just disrupt your whole skin barrier.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be super angry at you. So that's why when people do that, I always tell them, hey, let's just basic. Just cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. That is it. And then they'll start to notice like, oh my god, my skin cleared up. Like you don't like, and that's where it's like with TikTok and like all these influencers that are getting into it. Like I'm glad they're super into skincare, but like actually educate them on what they need, because your skin is completely different from mine. Just start basic, and also don't like promote something where it's like, oh, it's this next best thing and it's gonna anti-aging, but then you're not promoting like a proper hydrating regimen at the same time.
What's like the latest item that you've seen on TikTok that kind of just like irked you, like in terms, because there's a bunch of stuff that's like a quick fix.
Bunch. Oh my god.
Actually, this girl just gave me some bullshit at Sephora. I was like, I got like some face cream because my face is obviously dry, but I also am Mexican and I get really oily skin. So I'm like, I gotta find something, that
happy
works.
medium.
And she had gave me some like honey. I gotta get the brand, but when I tell you, it literally feels like just like it dries up on your face and it's like a layer and it's not doing shit. So I'm like, sick of this.
No. Like my biggest thing is like, especially because I deal with a lot of people of color. Like that's my bread and butter. It's like my rule of thumb in my industry is like, if I can't perform it on myself, especially being Filipino, I will never promote it on anyone else. Ever.
Yeah.
Because
Fair.
it's like, why?
Yeah.
Right? Like then I'm lying
Why
to
am I
you.
gonna tell you some bullshit? That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very honest, and
Yeah.
we appreciate that.
Yeah,
so.
because if I sell you some bullshit, who has to fix it? I do not. I look like a dumbass. I'm like, oh my God, my bad. Like, let me just fix it.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
just went to go see her and then now I'm breaking out.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
uncle
you know
got me
those
fucked up,
Yelpers, too.
you know.
I
It's
know,
like,
they're like,
you gotta promote your work.
stupid. Just kidding.
I am breaking out and I don't know what's this shit you put on my face.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, the salmon DNA is actually salmon sperm.
whale sperm.
Yeah.
What is this?
Hydrating though.
Oh my God,
Hydrating.
it's actually some random guy.
No, let me just tell you, I actually did it on one of my boys. And he got a facial, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna put some salmon DNA on you, because it is really hydrating. Like,
Yeah.
it gives you that glowy skin. He was promoting it to all his little friends and trying to get the word out there, and then the girls were like, did you know that's fucking sperm? Oh, he freaked the fuck out. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
valid. But look at your skin.
Oh, so that really does have.
No, it really is.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I thought you were fucking around.
no, salmon DNA is this big thing that is from South Korea that when you look at the Koreans, they have the glass skin, right?
Okay.
So that's their biggest thing is the salmon DNA. So
Yeah.
it has a lot of properties that really rebuild your skin cells and give you that glass dewy skin. Because at the end of the day, that's kind of the goal, right? Like as a woman, you want that natural look.
Yeah.
You want to wake up and you're like, damn, my skin looks good.
I want to just,
right?
you know, my lashes is done. I'm
Yeah,
ready to go. I'm
exactly.
ready to get the hell
Simple
out of
is
here.
more, and
Yeah.
that's like the thing about like being in this industry is like, yes, I'm in this industry. We enhance your beauty and all of that stuff, but we're very more natural about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like we cater. Like I do a lot of teen facials, and when I have a 16-year-old coming to me showing me something off of TikTok that they want to look like them, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Like you need to be comfortable in your skin, especially like I have teenage boys that go through hormonal acne, and I know especially at that age, right? Like when we were younger, we're like, oh my God, we gotta look good and all of that stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like it's okay. Like acne, so fucking normal.
Yeah.
Like we can't like even as a as esthetician, like I still break out, but we're just minimizing that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're still gonna break out. Like goddamn, you ain't an alien. Like
Right.
if I could remove acne, period,
Shit, I
you don't
broke out
think
right now.
Yeah,
Somebody
like I
got
would be
this-
rich. But
Yeah.
I don't have that power. My power is
Yeah.
just to help you be comfortable in your own skin,
Yeah.
work through this treatment plan, and have this end goal where you do have clearer skin than what you had before, and just maintain a routine.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah. And then, I mean, in terms of like, because I asked you about a routine.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because I wanted to try to get this
Yeah.
figured out, because I don't even know where to like start. Because I don't even know what your skin
Well, yeah,
is
because
supposed
we've
to
just
look
never
like.
been or
Yeah.
anything
'Cause,
like
like-
that. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like,
yeah.
I know all
a
you
sense of
girls say
direction
like,
would be great.
you're glowing. And I'm like, is that what like us guys need to do too, or like
Yes.
what's the goal?
So with men, your skins is definitely completely different from ours. That's why
Yeah.
it like as women we always joke like, oh, they got the prettier lashes, they got the nicer skin, but your texture of your skin is a lot more thicker than ours.
Yeah.
And for a man, it's like super simple. Like when a guy's like, oh, I just want to look younger,
Right.
your main thing is sunscreen, because being in Colorado, you're a mile high above sea level, right?
Right.
So the sun feels like it's right here. If you just apply sunscreen, that's fine. And that's the thing too, like when people come to me, they're like, they want this whole like routine or whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Sunscreen.
all you need is literally,
You
when I
need
say
some damn
basic, I just say,
sunscreen.
yeah, basic.
We should put some sunscreen up here.
Yeah,
Advertised
sunscreen.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50.
We'll talk to some
Remember, you're out in the sun for more than
Yeah.
an hour, you have to reapply. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what, especially being Hispanic, right? When it comes, so we do a Fitzpatrick scale. So it's 1 through 6. I fall in a Fitzpatrick 4 during the summer, and then Fitzpatrick 5, and then Mexicans usually 5. That's where it is. So when you're at that darker Fitzpatrick,
Yeah.
it's harder to tell if you have sun damage or not. Because then we're like, we grew up, we're like, I don't need sunscreen, I just
Right.
have a tan. But then 20 years later, all of a sudden you do see sunspots. And that was
Yeah.
prior because you never used
Put
sunscreen.
Yeah.
Now it's not, now
Come
it's a
on.
whole different,
Let me
different
definitely-
treatment.
jot this down because I don't be wearing
Yeah,
sunscreen.
no, you're
I literally
good.
walked.
Yeah.
I was sitting outside earlier today because we put a Morris little like splash thing out there, and I was like, I just love sunbathing, so I'm just sitting out here, and I'm like, I'm white as hell. I need to get this tan.
She's all like-
so I just like don't want to put. I was thinking about putting
Whoa.
sunscreen, but then I was like, just burn the shit out of me at this point because this is not okay.
You're like,
I'm
not
hell
okay.
as shit. I'm looking
Yeah.
like freaking Edward from Twilight. I was like, yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
I gotta
No,
get some
I-
color.
And I feel that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you just, so for sunscreen to actually work, it has to be put on 15 minutes prior before you even going out to the sun. Yeah. A lot of people don't tell you that.
Directions,
Well, that's the thing. The directions don't even tell you that.
They don't tell you that.
They don't tell you
Okay.
that. I learned that in school.
Really?
Okay,
Yes.
good to know. Well, if you guys didn't catch that, put on sunscreen 15 minutes before you go out.
Yes.
If not, it's not gonna work.
It's not.
Okay.
And I'm telling you right now, yes, you might be looking like a golden crisp egg roll, but then you gonna be hitting me up by the time you're 50, 60, and now you got this big ass sunspot, and it could be cancer. Like, and that's the thing.
Oh my
like,
God.
Oh, damn.
skin cancer is the biggest
Take back
thing.
that laugh.
Shit.
I should not be laughing at
Yeah,
that.
no. But skin cancer is a big thing, especially in Colorado, because
Yeah.
we are so much closer to the sun. Like, and especially being so much darker and a different ethnicity, like, we just embrace it. Because, like, Mexico, no one wears sunscreen. Philippines, no one fucking wears sunscreen.
Yeah. Right.
But then when you see the older generation, you do see sunspots. You do see some discoloration. And they either accept it or they're fixing it. And then when it gets
I'm
to
all
that
just gonna
point,
start poking.
Yes.
Mom, what is this?
no, you're all observing. You're like,
Right.
that's a sunspot.
You didn't put no damn sunscreen, huh?
I knew it.
That's what you get.
No, but it's true. And like when it comes to that point, it becomes like a bigger treatment.
Yeah.
Like, it is harder to remove. It's more money, but it's accomplishable. But like, it's really hard at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a bigger insecurity, especially when you get older, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
you're
for
not
sure.
at your
Now
prime
you're like,
anymore.
damn, I got these
Yeah.
spots on my face. How do I get rid of them?
Exactly.
You know, your skin starts to change.
Yes.
I mean, all the things that you want to fix as you get older. You know,
Exactly.
even
Yeah.
things like right now, being almost 33, I'm like, holy shit! Like, these are. I remember talking about this shit 7 years ago, where I'm like, oh my god, I need to go get Botox. I look so bad all the time.
You're
I got a
like-
wrinkle right here. What the hell is this?
My
Like,
biggest thing is don't
yeah.
frown. If you're happy, you'll never look either
my
confused or
frowning
mad.
days are over. It's past
She's
me.
all like, now
Now I got smile lines.
see,
It's
but you're a
okay.
happy person. That's easy.
But that's because I also got Botox in my forehead. I'm not gonna lie. It was
Yeah,
shit.
me too. Me
You might
too.
have
I
fucked that up
actually
last
got my
night.
Botox for the first time. The moment I turned 29,
Don't make
I was
me
like,
laugh. I might have fucked that up last night. You know what? Going back to that, even if I did almost fuck that up last night, I was actually content. It's
See,
fine.
we're
I was
fine.
content.
We're out.
We're good.
Yeah, no, we're great. I don't even want to talk about that.
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we had to pay
I don't wanna
$1,500 fucking bill. Thank you. Anyways.
ooh, that's a whole treatment package right there.
I
You
know,
know
it's
what I
stressing me
mean?
the fuck out, but look it. We're good here.
She's up.
We're
she's
good.
smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, it is Duke's birthday. So happy birthday,
shake your
Duke.
butt.
Yeah.
Shake that ass. Not for me, but for her.
Send me the videos.
So I'm guessing just moving forward, we do have like, I guess, you know, a special
Yes, I brought face mask for Duke so he can try it.
special for you.
It was a
Just
special
simple
request.
hydration. Simple hydration for you. Like, men, you guys are so simple. Don't gotta
So-
go crazy.
With those, is there
Yes.
any like differences between? I mean, what's the?
Yes, so I have aloe, I have cucumber, I have red ginseng, and I have cranberry.
So is this all for men?
It's for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is all for everyone.
Can I
They're-
see?
like, men don't get any really special treatment. The only thing that you guys get done
Okay.
differently
Yeah.
is your guys' facial hair. So especially if you guys have a lot of facial hair, this area is you guys don't exfoliate well
Right.
at all. And then when you come in, I really specialize in this area to really get it hydrated and
Yeah.
exfoliated. So I use a wet microdermabrasion on men. So I'll really get into that area.
Okay.
And then I'll pick it up with a hydrofacial where it's like kind of like a steam vacuum. So it's like you put a layer of serum and then you hydrate it and it sucks it all up. And then I have a little jar where you can see all your dead skin.
Yeah.
And something that simple, just you doing a treatment like that, and then you go home, you use a moisturizer and then sunscreen in the morning,
Yeah.
you're set. That is all.
But sunscreen's not like something. It's just more of a preventable.
Yes, it's definitely, it's preventative and it's something that's going to save your life. Like,
Yeah.
if you like the way you look now, if you just incorporate that
Yeah.
into your skincare routine, you will see how much, like, you
Yeah.
don't age as
But
fast.
I'm saying
Yeah.
for like if because I mean you're right in terms of just like at least for myself like. The only thing that I get worried about more now is just actually seeing these wrinkles, and it's just like, yeah, you don't want to feel old.
Oh, yeah.
So, but sunscreen won't necessarily like fix that. Like,
No.
what fixes stuff like that?
So it just depends. Like, for you, what I would suggest is go like this,
Like what?
like squint your eyes. Racist. I'm just kidding.
No.
Damn.
Put your hand on your head, pat.
So
jump
something
up and
like
down.
that, right? I would just get minimal Botox. So that's when Botox comes in, right? Everyone gets either scared of it or they're like, oh, I don't want nothing.
I'm not scared of it.
Yeah, don't be
definitely
scared of
recommend it.
Minimal.
I should have did this a long time ago.
Yeah, literally, I did my first Botox when I turned 29 because I was like, all right, now this is the time to start preventative
Yeah,
work.
your skin's really nice.
Oh, girl.
I was like, you got smooth.
Thank you. That's salmon DNA. Shit.
That's
That's salmon sperm. Just kidding.
Oh, let me have some. Can
Yes,
you share?
ma'am. I got
I
you.
want some salmon sperm.
I don't.
No, so I
like-
would do just minimal Botox. And then
Yeah.
if you don't want to go to the Botox route, we do have a thing called radio frequency where it hits 4 levels deep into your skin and it's like 36 nanoneedles. It is pretty painful and it
Is it when it's like super red and then
Yeah.
you look like
yeah.
something
Damn.
real scary?
Yeah,
but I
it-
did hear that it leaves your skin.
Yes.
Because it's like a new layer of skin,
Yes.
right? Under all that
Yep.
shit that comes off.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
So
really?
basically,
Yeah,
you're creating
but
little
you'll look
puncture
crazy,
wounds
but-
to recreate that collagen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that bounce, that fluff. So you doing that is simple because we have a machine where you can go all the way up to your eyelids and right here. You focus on that. It's a package of like 3. You do it every other month. It will help. But it's one of those things where this is where a lot of comes in. When people start doing treatment, they think it's right away.
yeah, no.
When you do that treatment, it's one of those things where it's like after 6 months to a year, you wake up and you're like, damn, my skin kind of looks good, right? Because
Yeah.
it's working. It's rebuilding that collagen to make it more plump and more full. So that's what I would suggest. But it
Yeah.
comes with numbing cream, something super
Like,
simple like
Would that
that.
help my scar? I was
Yes,
like, this
actually.
scar right here.
Yes.
This isn't a dimple. This is a man-made scar.
No.
It's like a bottle
No,
that I got hit with.
Whoever
Yeah.
did that is Stacey. I'm gonna find you.
You know what? We're actually cool. It's fine.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just
She said
kidding.
sorry. It's
Much
all
love.
good. she felt really bad about it. It's fine. But anyways, going back to this, I would like to try to get this shit fixed one day.
Oh yeah, no,
but
absolutely.
I don't know. I think I'm kind of fucked.
No, absolutely. That is fixable. We have a
She had good aim.
yeah, she did. She,
Yeah.
she taught you real well.
Yeah. I didn't even feel it.
What
I
kind of
didn't
bottle
even,
was it?
It was a Tito's bottle.
Ah,
With a
no,
handle.
Boo.
I didn't even. It was a big ass one, not the little
Oh, the
one. I was
handle.
like, damn, who got hit with a bottle? And then somebody
face
looked
is all
at me and was
red.
like, you need to go to the bathroom and go check yourself. And I said, oh shit, that was me. And I'm like, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I didn't go sleep. This was during COVID days. It's whatever.
How do you not notice that? That's
I know.
You really want to know?
did she swing?
Yeah, I
so
wanna
you
know.
didn't see her swing a bottle? I'm sure you did.
Oh, I think the bottle's supposed to be thrown at somebody else.
Oh,
and she
you
just
did that shit.
But we she used that shit to my fucking face. Yes. I was like, damn, someone got. I was like, who's bleeding? I'm telling you, I didn't feel anything.
You
And
got
then
a
yeah.
fucking concussion at the same time.
I went. Well, I went to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. We were drinking. It was during COVID. Whatever had happened. But then I had fell asleep because I was like, whoa, I got the spins now. It's blood. Whatever. I woke up and it was just a big ass hole in my face, and I'm like, all right. So this is the thing. I'm either gonna keep bleeding. I need to get stitches. Yes, I went to go get stitches. So they're like, you can have the hole in your face. We could glue it, or you could just get the stitches and get a line. So. It is what it is. But
So with the gluing, they said if they
Yeah.
glue it, did they say it would scar?
yeah, it was either going to be a big hole or it's going to be a line. So I chose the line.
Let me see the face.
So,
That's
oh yeah,
crazy.
choose one. Choose one.
So for the
Yeah.
hydrating one, I would either
Yeah.
go
Wait, how long did we
cucumber,
put these on for?
just like 10 minutes.
She did that
Oh
shit.
yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, oh yeah.
I can't get
we'll
the
do
sound out of my
perfect
head now.
The yeet. The yeet.
You know what? It makes up for a good story. Whatever.
So what would you recommend right now? 'Cause
I would recommend either the cucumber or the aloe wood, and then the other 2 could be for Stacey.
I like the aloe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this aloe?
Because the red ginseng one, it has a lot of
And you said these ones for me?
yeah.
Why would you recommend the cranberry and the what is this?
The ginseng. So
put
the
this
ginseng
joint
one,
on right now.
it has a lot of
Here,
properties
cucumber
for
for you.
anti-aging.
Thanks.
A lot of Asians actually like Chinese medicine. They actually drink the ginseng root,
Oh.
Hold on.
and it has a lot of benefits.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's also hydrating too. Everything that I provide is hydrating.
Okay, perfect. I actually needed some of these, you know. I would get the
We're
ones
doing
from
this right
Walmart,
now.
but it's
I
fine.
got you. I got you. Hey, lay back. Just kidding.
I'm not gonna do this because I have a birthday party
Oh
to
yeah,
go
no,
to.
you're
So
fine. Do it tonight.
yeah,
Do
but
it
I
tonight.
will. I was like, I do have to work, so if I'm not too tired. I have a wedding tomorrow, so even better. Look at your outfit, girl.
Thank you.
Look at you.
Yeah.
All right, give it a little spin. Give it a little
Yeah.
spin.
You're
Show
right
the
in front of the
outfit.
camera.
Hey,
Let me see you do it. Let me see you twirl. Okay.
So is there a specific? Just throw it on, basically.
Yep. You're just gonna throw it on you.
This is the one with the salmon sperm.
I wish.
I wish.
wish.
Looks like me too.
Oh God,
Oh,
that's cold.
I know.
Here, you want some help? I got you.
Stop. Damn, this shit's so
I was just-
moist.
You know what you look like?
Like a fucking
Michael
serial
Myers.
killer.
There you go. You said it. You want a knife?
So
You want to run? Like,
Yeah, good for you.
A butter knife.
you want a knife? I'm all trying to think. I was like, I actually don't have one in here.
So 10 minutes on this?
Yep, 10 minutes
Perfect.
on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
already feel great. This is.
Put your head up,
Right?
because
And
if not,
then
it's
when
gonna.
we wipe it off, you're
it's
gonna see
I need you
how,
to
like,
chill. Like, put your head
Alright.
back and chill.
Do I have to push this stuff down?
Yeah.
So how does that feel? Does it feel like it's moist? You know, really
It's
getting
pretty-
in there.
Pretty moist.
Yeah, see, self-care
Pretty
is the
moist.
best. But like, especially as a man, like I notice a lot of men, they have a lot of dry spots. Like their skin looks good, but it could also improve. And like you said,
Yeah.
if you want to really get into skincare, simple as more. You toss in a face mask.
I'm not like really big into skincare. Obviously, do like the face lotion and
Yeah.
you know take the makeup off. I hate like
Sleeping with
literally if
makeup
I can
on.
go every day without makeup, it'd be great. You know, but for work I have to. My thing is I would get face masks from just like Walmart and stuff, and I have like even my boyfriend do the shit with me though. But
Honestly,
it's been a thing. I was like,
Yeah,
I think I
like-
just do it more for fun.
it is for fun, but it
It's for
also
fun.
it really hydrates your skin. But
Yeah.
instead of going to Walmart, if you can, literally, if I'll send you a website, if you can get Korean skincare masks,
Those
they're
are way
10
better.
times cheaper.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh really? And they're better
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Way better. Like
Okay.
you will, even if you toss it into like the refrigerator or whatever, you'll get that full benefit. And then whatever's left in that packet, use it as a toner. So use it. So you'll grab the serum, put it on, let it sit, and then you apply your moisturizer, your night care routine. I am such a slut for toner. Like I'll be at the strip club, I'll be at the club,
You gotta
you
get
see
your
spraying a
toner.
bottle like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
to keep it nice and hydrated.
That's tight.
Hydration
Okay.
is key. For you to like look.
What is it for you to here?
Yep, I know.
Hydration is key.
Watch, when we take that off, you're gonna be glowing.
Really?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got-
Are you excited or what?
Yeah, it's-
Yeah,
I feel great. This is almost like a wake me up too from last night's
No.
drinking festivities.
No, and that's
Or
the good
fucking
thing.
nightmare.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you're swollen, when you're swollen from the night before, especially drinking, a simple face mask will do wonders. Or even
Yeah.
like just rubbing your face with your moisturizer, just getting that blood flow into your face will actually, it's better than Botox.
Is that why you like have the rollers too for all
Yes.
that?
So-
it's supposed to just
Yeah, so everyone use the rollers. I'm like, whatever. The
Yeah.
gua sha tool that everyone uses. Yes.
what?
It looks like this gua sha stone. Everyone's
Okay.
using it.
Okay.
It works great, but there's a certain way to use it properly. So, because you're opening up your lymphatic, you're really draining it all out. If I'm pretty lazy. Like, yeah, I have all the tools, but I'm very lazy. I'm very simple. So I just use my fingers. So
Okay.
when I put my moisturizer on, I really just rub with intent and like go down to my neck and that's it.
Okay.
Like just really just wake, like when you start getting flushed just by rubbing your face, that's when you know you're getting that blood flow going. Because if you think about it, your face is the only muscle that doesn't get any love. Everywhere else you're like rubbing your moisturizer, whatever.
so you're just putting, you
Yeah.
know, doing that rib
Yes.
like.
And like when I do
Okay.
facials, I can automatically tell if you're tense or not. I can automatically tell if you have TMJ issues because right here, when I start massaging, it will feel like a solid rock. So that's when I'm
Okay.
like, okay, like either one, you need Botox,
Oh,
you need a
shit.
mouth guard, or you need to stop talking shit under your breath.
Say with your chest.
Yes,
Yeah.
say it with your
Pussy.
chest, dog.
Or put them bags
I was
away
like-
too.
Or
Or
nothing.
What am I missing?
Nothing. You just keep being
Yeah.
hydrated over there. You're
I'm
fine.
exfoliating.
Yeah,
Leave me
you-
alone.
You're good.
I feel like I'm swimming right now. This shit is so
how
wet.
long do
It
you
is
have
wet.
to keep that on until?
I say 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So when
We're timing
Okay.
it.
when
5
I'm
minutes.
at
5
the
minutes?
office,
God.
I'll put either a face mask on and
Yeah.
then I'll massage you really well. I'll either do an oxygen facial where I'm really penetrating the mask on you, or I'll take that off and then I'll toss on an LED light. So
Okay.
the LED light, when it comes to red light therapy, it calms down the inflammation. It actually calms down your nervous system, and I think that's really big, especially
Oh, for
like
sure.
us
Really?
being adults, right? Like we could
Yeah.
we could look like we have it together, but your mind is always running, right?
Yeah.
So when you actually incorporate a red light therapy into your skin
I
routine,
heard the red light therapy is actually really
No,
good.
it
It's
really
like the
does.
key to
Yes.
looking young too.
it is.
So-
But also, even like if you have like one of those lights that you see on TikTok and you put it on the red light, your nervous system will calm down and you sleep like a baby. Ever since I did that, I sleep so good.
My red light isn't working. Keith just told me it's either pink. He was like, it's just literally staying at pink. It's not even turning red no more. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I'll send you a link. I got you. I got you.
It's fine.
her up.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just have Jaden put the lights back on. I was like, I just can't.
No, it really works. And then
Yeah.
we also have a blue light therapy. So blue light actually helps kill the bacteria. So especially when it's your first time getting a facial or whatever, me exfoliating you really well like that, you will have some like little acne that does come up because you're exfoliating, right? You have new skin. But when you do break out, one, it's very normal. Second, it's probably just fungal acne. And a lot of people don't realize when they do break out, there's like 4 different categories of acne. That's why I think it's like really important to like, if you do want to dive into skincare, like really do your research, talk to an esthetician, like,
Yeah.
and if an esthetician's being a bitch to you, like, who cares? Like, find someone
Find
else.
another one.
Yeah, find someone who will actually give you the sauce, because education is free,
Yeah.
knowledge is power, right?
Yeah.
Like, why am I gonna gatekeep if it's my job?
Right.
So usually when people break out after either like a facial or whatever, it's usually fungal.
Yeah.
So that's when like the basics just comes in. Like I use an antimicrobial face wash that people like. It's called. Fuck, what is it called? Let me get back to you on
It's
that. I'm
fine.
having
Yeah, I was like-
brain fart. But it's what people use before surgery for soap, or after surgery when you get to the hospital. I just literally use a little bit and I leave it on for like 3 minutes tops, and it'll go away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super simple. But like
That's
when
a
people,
lot of stuff that I didn't realize about just skincare in general.
it's a lot. It honestly,
I mean, you can
it's a
look on
lot.
TikTok and see and try to get the knowledge, but at the same time, I'm like, everyone just has different.
Well, I always feel like it's
you
it's a bunch
know,
of bullshit
it-
too, because they just try to sell you on some
I
random shit.
I
Because it says
also like to look
commission.
at the person too. Like, you
Yes.
have good skin.
Thank
I'm not
you.
gonna sit here and go ask somebody who has fucked up skin. Like, hey, what's
Yeah.
that probably works in this stuff. Like, hey, what are the best products? No offense, because I'm like, you're promoting yourself as
Oh yeah.
So-
that's why I always like, as much as I love makeup, I'm so lazy. But that's like,
Yeah.
that's my key factor, right? You said I have great skin, so if I could wear a bare face all the time, you're gonna believe me, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Versus like someone who has a full face of makeup and they're like, yeah, use this, and then it's like, okay, sis, what you really look like under that? Because that's the whole
Yeah.
goal.
that's
As
the
an
max for
esthetician,
when
yeah,
they try to give me makeup.
yeah, like I'm not a
You
makeup
do
artist.
this and do that. I'm like, I don't want to do any
Yeah,
of this.
like,
Actually, this
no.
is too much.
No, and
Yeah.
like we'll in our office we will never sell you something that you
Yeah.
don't need. If one
Yeah.
after your facial you don't say you need product, I'm not gonna shove that shit down your throat. And also we work with people like skincare is fucking expensive.
Oh, 100%.
It's so expensive,
Yeah.
and especially if you need a routine. That's why I say keep it simple.
Yeah.
But I like there's Target brands that are really good that I actually personally like Natarium. I think it's great. And then when people are like, oh, CeraVe, this and that, yes, that is actually great to get you started on you getting on a routine to do your skincare. Because
Yeah.
then after a while, it's like, okay, like it's time to upgrade.
So, what is an actual like routine that you would, a very simple routine that
Simple-
you would recommend?
okay.
Because this is where I get confused.
Oh yeah, no,
That's all.
simple routine.
Yeah.
So morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't wash my face in the morning. I spray my face with toner. And when I say toner, it's
Mm-hmm.
very basic. It's 100% rose water that I get
Okay,
from the
I've
Middle
seen
Eastern
that. Mm-hmm.
store. Yeah, you could drink this. This is what they use for their
So you
desserts.
just wake up and then you spray the rose water.
I spray the rose water.
Okay.
I use a
That's
little
that
bit.
same thing you were telling me the first time at the
Yes.
conference. Yeah.
Yes, because the rose water, it's very hydrating. It has a bunch of anti-inflammatory
I
properties.
read that before.
And when you spray it, that's all you need. So when you use a moisturizer, the word moisturizer, right? It's moist. So it's like putting something on a sponge, and of course it's going to absorb it, because everyone's like, oh, when I put moisturizer, it feels dry, because you don't have the moist in there. So spraying yourself with basic toner, just like rose water, and then applying your moisturizer, it'll lock in, and that's where you get that dewy look.
Okay, so
And
rose water, moisturizer.
moisturizer,
Got it.
and then sunscreen. But with me, I would, so that's just for someone who gets into it.
Okay.
Let's say you got that down.
Okay.
And then later on, I'd be like, okay, let's introduce a vitamin C into your skincare routine, because the vitamin C is what's going to protect you from all that sun damage.
Okay.
So it basically kind of gives up its life before it hits the sunscreen, and that's what's going to make you age less.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Giving your life for me.
Yeah, no, it is. That's why I like vitamin C, and it will help with the discoloration. It will give you that even skin tone, and that's it. That's what I would recommend.
I mean, that sounds pretty simple.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
can you do that? I'm about to go buy the rose water after this.
Yes, and I'll give you the link. And honestly, as a woman with our periods and our hormones and stuff,
That was another thing I was going to
Yes.
talk about.
Right now.
yes,
Mom broke out.
No,
you
you're
guys. I don't know if you guys caught that much fucking business.
no, don't look.
I was like, if I look irritated tonight, mind your business. Okay, but yes, you know, when you break out before you start your cycle, like that's the worst fucking part of it too. Especially, I think with me, I think my symptoms with that is I can tell, because I'm like, it's on my it's in my forehead, and I'm like,
Yeah, we can all tell.
shut up.
Keep your face mask on.
You know what? You just sit there looking like
No, it's
Michael
time.
Myers.
Yeah, we got the 10 minutes is up.
All right, ready? Okay, so
I'm about
Let's
to be
see what
glowing.
we're cooking with.
so then you go like this. You get the rest of the face mask.
Oh,
You
that's why it's
really
all drippy and
Yep.
doing all that.
Go like this. Look up. Can't forget the neck.
Don't forget the neck.
Look at
Got
that.
it.
Wow.
Look at that.
Am I drippy?
Dripping
Hold on.
in
You gotta
swag.
I think you gotta look at the camera.
Hold on.
Look at the camera.
Look at that, y'all. Look at that.
You probably have to go
Yes.
more into the
Oh, shit.
light, like back up
I know,
a little bit. There
hold
you
on.
go.
I
Alright,
know
well,
this
this
camera's-
is Duke and his brand new face.
Look at that. He glowing.
He just got a
Yeah.
facial.
yeah.
I like this. The camera doesn't do it justice, so wow. I am glowing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, so wait, where do you get this? This is sick.
So we
This is sick.
get it, like, we order these off of like a Korean website. We also have like we have pilots that are clients and flight attendants that
Yeah.
will fly to Europe and Korea and
they
Japan,
grab all that
and they
stuff?
grab it all for us.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
Damn.
it's super
Hey, you
nice.
got the plug.
Yeah, we got the plug.
Really plugged in
Fuck
there.
them tariffs.
We know how to go around them.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Can you get this off
That's
Amazon
tight.
or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing about Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Amazon is great, but the problem is you don't know who the legit seller is, and you could sit here and tell me, yes, like it's the store. No, don't trust it. I know you can get it at the tip of your hands, but it's like I said, I have websites where you can personally just get it.
Okay.
Right there.
So
And
just
then-
hit you up.
Yeah, so just hit me up and I can get it for you. And
stretch my legs, y'all.
because
God.
then what happens is you order it from Amazon, right? And especially if I look at reviews like it's my motherfucking job.
I write
so, yeah, period.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Fashion Nova, I gotta look at those reviews.
Yeah. So, and when you get, like, I get a lot of people who get stuff from Amazon, they're like, I knew it was fake, or the discoloration's off, and like, I broke out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you shouldn't be buying stuff from Amazon at all. And like,
Gotcha.
to be honest, TJ Maxx, if you look at their products, half of them are selling great Korean skincare stuff. You just gotta know the brands.
Yeah.
So anytime
Okay.
it's from Korea, just know you got a better chance of it working and being better than anything else.
Okay.
That's why it's like, when people are like, oh, like, I bought it from TJ Maxx, Ross, or whatever, like, don't be embarrassed about it. Shit's expensive out here.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not embarrassed. I shop at Ross and TJ Maxx.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn.
exactly. When
Pick
I
up
see
that.
my Korean stuff at TJ Maxx,
Yeah.
I will stock on those toners because one, it's there. You might as well
Yeah.
get it, and you know it's a good brand. And TJ Maxx, they have great stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Yeah, they do.
TJ Maxx, stuff like I like Ross,
Yeah.
Shein, Fashion Nova.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, those are my go-to.
But it's like,
so
when it comes to skincare, like your everyday routine, you don't have to be expensive about it. Go
Yeah.
basic, like that's all.
Hey,
But when it comes to
that's right
preventative,
up my alley. I'm cool with
right?
the basics.
Yes.
Like I don't know. I think if it's just like 20 billion steps in one, I'm like, I tell you on my everyday basis, I got too much going on to be trying
You're
to.
a mother, you're a businesswoman.
But I
everything.
do, yeah. But I was like, I do like to. Hey, if this works, I'm on the go. Let's do it.
Yes.
Get it done. If it's 1, 2, 3, perfect.
Yes.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's why
great.
me being an esthetician, like I don't
Yeah.
have a 20-step skincare routine.
Yeah.
Mine is so basic and simple.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the preventative stuff, right? Like that's where I splurge just a little bit because when you use a preventative stuff, you're only using it once or twice in
Yeah.
a week, if that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if you splurge a little bit on that, that's gonna save you 10 times more in the long run.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if you prevent it now and then later on, you don't have to splurge out on all these treatments. And that's what I'm noticing with my older clients. They should have taken their skincare routine seriously in their 20s and 30s. But
Over here, like.
but like when I say serious, like
Need to
it's
go
just
see
like
soon is what that sounds
sunscreen.
like.
Like I said, sunscreen
Yeah.
is the biggest thing because I will get clients and I'm like, I'm telling you, their skin is like rubber.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And then I can't do much. I'm not a miracle worker because fuck, if I was, I'd be balling, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Like I could only work with what I have, but it's also their job to do their due diligence at home, right?
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
fucking hold your hand and make sure you're doing your skincare routine. That's why when you're in my office, especially summertime, we don't do heavy treatments in the summertime just because everyone's out and about. No one's really wearing sunscreen.
Right.
So when I have a client, they'll be like, oh, I want to do a chemical peel, I want to do this. My first question is, do you wear sunscreen? Are
Yeah.
you going to be out in the sun?
Yeah,
Are you going to be boating? And they'll be like, yeah, I will, but I'll wear it. No, fuck it. I'm not even
Hell
going to bother
no.
touching you. Because then I have to
Yeah.
fix a bigger problem later once fall hits.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
it's not
I was
worth
like,
it.
and I can't even imagine that. I'm like, oh.
Do you ever turn
Yeah.
people away?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
when it's a huge problem like that?
Yes. I have no problem turning people away. Neither does my girl Heidi, who
Yeah.
owns the salon.
Yeah.
We're just at that point in the industry where we don't need the money. We want clients that are long term.
Yeah.
That will actually listen and that will actually follow through. Like if you're gonna come in and like for example, we've had clients that will be like, hey, I have a reunion in the next 2 weeks. What can you do about my eye bags? Girl, do I look like Jesus to you? The fuck? And I will literally talk to them like that because, first of all, if I had that cream, I would be in the Bahamas right now sipping on a fucking yacht,
Yeah.
you know? Like, but it's not. Like,
Yeah.
when it gets to that point, it's like whoever's going to sell you something like that, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to be upset.
Right.
And that's when we tell people, honestly, like, there's nothing that we can do.
I sell you a dream, basically.
Yeah, like later, and then we'll tell them, be like, honestly, my best recommendation for you is eye surgery. And they don't like that
Yeah.
answer, but I'm like, girl, like you 60.
Yeah, you want
Like
you
what
want
you
the lie,
want me to
you want
do?
the truth.
Yeah, like what? I'm not gonna
I
take
can
your
lie
money.
if I can
Yeah.
fix this shit.
Yeah, like the
or
eye
I can
cream's
tell you
$90
the truth and tell you
Yeah.
you need to go get that shit fixed from a surgeon.
Yes, like
So,
like at that
that's
point
on
you gotta
you.
fix. Like
Yeah.
if you want the real answer, yeah, go get eye
Yeah.
surgery.
That's funny. That reminds me of like I seen a TikTok the other day. It was like I don't know if they were at like a skin. It seemed like a skin, but a skincare place. But she was like doing Botox, and she fucking like apparently they gave her something else or more more Botox than what she should have got. And she was like a Karen. She went in there, fucking just talking about she's like gonna call the police. I'll file a report. She's like her dad is like the CEO of
Yikes.
some company, and she's
Good
gonna
call.
sue them.
Yikes.
And you could tell, obviously, the girl in the front, the
Yeah.
receptionist, hella uncomfortable. She didn't know what to do. But like, have you ran into something like that?
No, I mean we'll have some clients that will, like, they will nitpick the fuck out of their face, right? Like
course.
we'll have one. They'll be like, "Do you see that line?" I'm like,
Like-
girl, where?
Yeah.
Like because it's what they're seeing,
but they
right?
see it on an everyday basis.
Yes, and it's
so
like,
that's a
what do you
problem
want
for
us to
them.
do, right? Like, you're getting all these treatments done. Like, if you're not happy with it, if I do something, you'll still won't be happy with it because you start seeing a repetitive pattern with certain
Yeah.
people
Right.
where, like, they'll come in, but then there's, like, this, and it's this, and it's the tiniest thing that they don't notice. But then we came to realize it's just an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
It's just our job to be like, hey, no one sees that unless you're, like, up close and personal. But
Yeah.
even then, no one's noticing it but you.
Right.
Right?
True.
But we do get a couple of Karens where they think like after one treatment, God, they
Yeah.
got plastic surgery. And I'm just like, are we, like, you don't go to the gym and be like, damn, you see my six pack? Like,
Yeah,
come
you gotta
on.
keep going.
Yeah,
and
you
keep
gotta
working
keep
on
going.
it.
And
It's a project.
yes,
basically,
and it's
you know?
like,
so.
it's your skin.
Yeah.
We just, it's our job to make you just feel comfortable with what God gave you.
Right.
Like, if you are gonna sit here in hands and nitpick, go get a facelift. Literally.
Yeah.
Because then you might be happy, right?
Yeah, that sounds like. Yeah, I can imagine just dealing with that. I don't know, nitpicking stuff like that.
It's hard when,
Yeah.
especially women, like, that are older. Like, you.
Oh yeah,
you
you're
just
always.
know.
I always tell people, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like even in the industry or whatever we're at, I'm like, I think women are. And I personally, this is my personal preference. Like, I think women are just very hard to work with.
Yes.
Men obviously have always been super easy. I mean, you'll have some that are just here and there, like
Yeah, you're just
nitpick,
like,
but it's not a whole lot. But girls, you know. Girls are gonna sit here and they look at themselves every day, whether it's their face, whether it's anything, whether it's I'm working their damn table at the damn club and I don't
Yep.
have enough chasers or limes
Yep,
or fucking
yep.
oranges to pull out my ass for them. But she's all, but can I get some lemonade? Fuck, let me go make some fucking lime salad and
Yeah,
some
you're
bullshit
like,
for
bitch,
you.
what?
Like, yeah, it's
At the
the
club?
crazy, but I'm like, dude, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, you're like, who the fuck orders lemonade at the
But-
club?
Yeah, it's been apple juice. That's another one too. Apple
juice
juice.
is crazy.
I was like, let me see if I brought my daughter's diaper bag. It might be in there. Fuck.
Apple juice is crazy.
Fucking miracle workers here, right? Exactly
Yeah.
what you said. But that being said, though,
Yeah.
but
I do
women
have-
are very complicated.
It
I think
is.
for the
Sorry for
most
you
part.
guys. But
Thanks.
I
Yeah,
do have
it's
one
fine.
last question before you wrap up too. I want to get back to the skincare routine that you
Yes.
gave me for guys because it was very simple,
Yes,
straightforward. It was
super
just one
simple.
brand.
Yeah.
What was that brand again?
Which brand?
I don't know. It was some sort of. You're like I always recommend it to men. It's like a celebrity brand.
Oh yeah. Pharrell Williams' brand.
That's who it was. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if you,
that's what you
as
said.
a man, if you want like a solid skincare routine where it's like laid out for you,
Mm-hmm.
Pharrell Williams, his brand, I don't know the name of it, but the ingredients on it is amazing. Super simple. It exfoliates, it hydrates,
Okay.
and it's 3 steps.
Yep.
Super simple. I love it. Like I said, I looked at the reviews. I've had male clients get on it, and they love it. So something simple like that, and then
Perfect.
incorporate that rose water because what you have
Rose
that
water
daily
is
liquid now-
key. It's the holy grail is
I'm
rose
telling
water.
you, rose water is so key, and like
And
people
then you
think I'm
said-
crazy.
For women, something simple.
Yeah, same thing. Just same thing.
Okay.
Rose water, a vitamin C, moisturizer, sunscreen,
Okay.
and then at night get this: rose water, moisturizer.
Oh, shit.
And that's it. And then spray that bitch with toner. That's
I'm gonna
literally
try
it.
my best to remember this.
No,
Okay,
I got
I'm not
you.
really sure if I can do this.
No,
but
I
If
got
we
you.
recorded it, you can.
And then,
Oh
like,
damn! I'll just look over this.
when you have like acne breakouts or like especially with your
Yeah.
pores, I get a lot of like, oh, my pores on my nose are big. That is your indicator of how much oil production you are producing that day. Unless you go to Korea, South specifically,
yeah,
then you could remove all your fucking pores. But your pores are important because that is your indicator of how much oil you're producing.
Yeah.
When you want to minimize it, use a glycolic. Think of this: glycolic glides on top of the skin and it's for texture. Salicylic, it goes into the skin. So when you have hormonal acne,
Salicylic goes
you
into
use,
the skin.
Yes.
What was the other one?
Glycolic. Glycolic glides
Gly-
over the skin.
Glycolic
Glides.
Yes, glides.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
And-
promise you I'm gonna remember
No,
that.
you're
but
good.
We'll,
I got
we'll
you.
look over
Yeah,
this.
I got
You know,
you.
we're good.
You'll review the
We're
podcast.
fine.
Yeah, but-
we're gonna review it a few times, but we're good.
But using those
Yeah.
products, like I said, once to twice a week, not back to back, you will notice a big difference. That's why it's like
Clumping.
skincare is not that hard.
Yeah.
It's just when you're on TikTok, when you're on Instagram, and you got people shoving shit down your throat, and you're curious. Obviously, as a woman,
I'm next.
you're like, I want this.
Yeah.
You really don't need it. That's just
Okay.
consumerism buying into you.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm cool with just this. I even
Right?
feel great with just this.
That shit was
So,
nice.
Yeah,
though.
see?
I
And
felt
look
like
at
I was
you.
swimming a little bit too.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is.
Nice and refreshed. Okay.
See, refresh.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
great. Well, we do appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thank you so much
guys.
for
No,
taking the time to come
thank
visit
you.
us and telling us, you know, a little bit about yourself and what you do. I'm gonna have to go visit you.
No, visit, and then we'll record
we're
it,
gonna
and then
need
we'll
a lot
show
of you guys over there to go visit her as well.
Yes.
So
I'm here.
Especially the men too. Get yourself out there.
Come on. I'm here dressed in all
you
nice and not
busy
taking
moms
your
out
skin.
there. You just busy women in general that have a billion jobs out here in order to
take care of
survive.
yourself.
in Denver,
Treat yourself.
You know.
Fuck the bag. Come get a facial.
Yep.
Forget the purse. Just get a facial and you'll feel 10 times better.
Yep. So if you guys want any information on Bianca and her stuff, we're gonna link everything underneath the video. We'll have all her links, her Instagram, everything, her Venmo, Cash App.
Venmo, Cash App, Zelle.
Yeah, I take Apple
You
Pay
know.
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but make sure you like the video, subscribe to everything, notifications turned on, of course, and yeah, like I said, again, thank you so much for coming
Thank
in.
you,
Very
guys.
informative.
Of course, I know this was great.
I love it.
Appreciate
Thank
you. I
you.
learned a lot from you, so I appreciate
Yay.
that. And we
I love
appreciate
it.
everybody else, you know, watching this podcast. And we hope you enjoy it. And if you want to be a guest on one of our upcoming podcasts, just let us know. Send us a message.
it.
And we'll see you later.
Alrighty, we're out.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.